कमरे की जान जीईसी एग्जॉस्ट पंखा एक कमरे को ही नहीं सारे घर को ठंडा रखता है। जीईसी निशान देखकर ही खरीदिए जीईसी एग्जॉस्ट पंखा।
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today with me is a very rare exhaust fan you can see. So let me show you the brand. So this is a GEC industrial fan, GEC GENALEX. Yeah, so this is a GEC GENALEX and you may say the GEC industrial propeller type AC ventilating fan. So this is actually like late 60s, early 70s fan and it works perfectly fine. And you can see this is the hub and this hub is pretty thick. It's very thick and it's cast aluminum. I have already restored the fan as you can see. So let me show you the motor. So you can see GEC stamping on the motor. This is not sticker, this is stamping. And here is a stamping and another stamping over here. You can see GEC stamping over here and two rivets you can see. Actually the label is missing. I don't know what happened. So that's the thing, and this is the third stamping over here. You can see there is a third stamping over here, GEC, and the fourth one is on the blade, and there's an arrow on the hub. You can see. So the bearings are pretty smooth. I have changed it. I have put a new SKF 6202 and an HCH 6201 over here, and I have restored it to the best as possible. But the paint condition, you can see, I mean, the paint job isn't that great, but it's good for its time. I mean, yeah, it's good for now. And you can see this is the blade, and the blade look pretty small for the motor because this motor is like 10 to 11-inch wide. It's pretty big. It's bigger than a Crompton Drift Air. And one thing to note is that this fan is very much better than Crompton exhaust fan, which is the EXH3 exhaust heavy duty of Crompton. This is better than Crompton because this fan is introduced even before Crompton introduced their exhaust fans, which was like late 80s, early 90s. And yeah, this is even better than Almanad because, as you know, this is a pretty old fan, and I don't think an 18-inch fan could last like 20 years, but this fan lasted like 50 to 55 years and still works perfectly. And the insulation of the motor is pretty nice, and you can see how big the motor is. So that's the thing, and this is the GEC as I said. And one thing is that it has oil ports, you can see. So this is the oil port cap, and this cap is made of brass. You can see this is made of brass, and this is the hole you can see. And the cap over here is missing, but I will try finding one later. And here's the earthing screw, and the good thing is that, let me show you 1 second. Yeah. So this is the earthing screw, and it's made of pure copper. You can see this is made of copper. You can see some green, you mean the rusting of copper. You can see this is pure copper. So that's how it is. The quality is pretty awesome of this fans time. I mean, yeah, during those 1970s 60s time, the quality was pretty awesome. 1 second, let me just put the screw back onto the motor. Yeah, yes. Oh, it's pretty hard because the fan is kept in an inclined position. So one thing I want to tell you is that I made this wooden stand. You can see the frame and the legs are missing. I don't know what happened. It's missing. So what I did is I made this wooden stand for this fan. You can see, and I have put bush behind it. You can see there's bush over here, and I have changed the wiring. Let me show you the back side. So you can see this is the back side, and the motor is pretty long as I said. And yeah, so that's it. Let me show you the original capacitor of this fan. So I hope you saw the capacitor, and this is how it looks after taking it out. You can see this is pretty heavy USHA capacitor. You can see, let me show you what microfarad this is. So this is USHA 2.5 microfarad capacitor. So there are two. So totally it's like 5 microfarad, and and here there's date over here. It's like 1967, 1968, but it's now gone because the ink, I mean the ink of this alphabet is gone badly. You can see if I try to rub this, part will start going out. I mean it starts to vanish. You can see USHA capacitor 85 degrees Celsius, 350 volt AC, 2.5 microfarad. So actually nowadays uh, capacitor value is like 2.5 microfarad for 50 volt, but this is 350 volt AC. And yeah, that's the thing. And you can see India capacitors, Calcutta, and this is oil capacitor. You can see pretty high quality, but sadly now both these doesn't work anymore because as in it's pretty old, it's very old. And usually an 18-inch fan will never last like 20 years, but this fan lasted 50-55 years. That's pretty good age for such a fan. So let me show you what's behind this cover. So let me just poke this screwdriver in this tester. Yeah, so this is how it looks from behind. Let me turn on the flash. So this is it. You can see this is a plain connector, and this is made of bakelite, which is a pretty awesome quality material for a electric appliances. I mean, yeah, for electrical applications. And you can see the rotor that's painted green inside. You can see, and this is the original winding and the original lead wires, and these lead wires are of pretty high quality because it's pretty high gauge. I mean the gauge of this, the thickness gauge of this wire is pretty good. You can see it's pretty thick. It can handle like 5 or 10 amps. It's pretty good. And this is the capacitor holder. You can see this is bakelite, and this is the holder, and this is aluminum, and over here is brass. This is brass sheet actually, and that's the thing. And this thing is installed using a screw over here, and this is the backside. And someone, I think it got already broken by the first person, I mean the first owner, after changing the bearings. You can see, but it's fine, no issues, because who's no one's going to see this part anyways. And this is the oil port tube, and here's the oil chamber where the oil gets collected and it goes to the bearings. But anyways, now it's useless because I have put a rubber seal bearing over here, so oil won't anyways get inside the bearing, so it's of no use. And that's the thing. And you can see the windings over here, and yeah, you can see it's looking pretty clean except these black marks. It's because of dust and etc, and the old varnish getting dried. And I have revarnished the motor, so let me show you the picture of that motor after revarnishing and restoration. So I hope you saw the pictures of the motor winding. So this is a 6-pole winding 900 rpm fan. Yeah, so this is a slow speed fan, and it consumes like 150 to 200 watts, which is pretty efficient, or you may say it's pretty low for such a big fan. You can see, and the bearings are also smooth. You can see it's pretty smooth. And actually it's having 3 coils because during 1960s, as you know, some fan brands like USHA used to give 7 plus 7 for 14 pole, 8 plus 8 for 16 pole, and 12 plus 12 for 24 pole. So in the same manner they have given 3 plus 3, which is 6 pole. Okay, so that's the thing. And you can see this is the motor screw, 1 2 3, 3 over there, and 4. So that's the thing. And here I have added new wires, etc. You can see these wires are new, and I have added a rubber washer over here so that water or any moisture won't enter. Actually this fan can be used in outdoors because the same model was used in the old transformer cooling equipments. Yeah, mostly they were GEC. So I have seen a similar GEC exhaust fan installed in the transformer cooling fins, so that fan would be running even there is rain outside. That's not an issue because there's a rubber seal. You can see there's a rubber seal over there and a rubber seal no over here, but we can install it, and I have put a rubber seal over here, and you can see there is no gap. You can see there is no gap between the covers. You can see it's pretty tight fit and it's a pretty good thing. And this is the core. You can see the core is pretty thick. You can see it's pretty thick. It's thicker than aluminum, Crompton, etc. That's the thing. And this core is actually molded with this cast aluminum part over here. And this is the part where legs come. You can see two holes. And that's the thing. And you can see. So that's it. So let me just close it back. You can see how big the motor is. So now I have plugged the fan. So let me turn on. So the fan took full speed, as you can see, and the airflow is superb. It's better than any other 18-inch exhaust fans. It's pretty awesome. The airflow is pretty thick and pretty fast. So the fan is spinning at around 950, or I think not 950, it's like 900 RPM, or you may say 900, 910, 920, etc. And the fan is pretty silent. It's not that loud actually in person, or in the same reality. It's pretty silent. So that's it. Let me turn off. So it will take a pretty long time to stop because the blades are pretty heavy, as you can see. So that's the thing. And the bearing sound, you can see there is slight noise from the new bearings. Actually I have put a very old SKF bearing which was new in the box, but it's like 10 years old, so I think there will be some dust inside it which is causing that sound, but it's fine. It's pretty smooth, as you can see. So that's the thing. So this is the GEC GENALEX Exhaust Fan, 1960s, 1970s. So I hope you guys like the video of this fan. So please share your thoughts about this fan's video through the comments. Like, share and subscribe my channel. So that's it. Thank you for watching.